In an unusual move, China and Russia are shaking up the global financial landscape by cutting ties with SWIFT, the traditional international payment system. This decision could have far-reaching implications for the world's financial transactions. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind this bold move and how it might reshape the future of cross-border payments. Let's dive right in. First, let's look at China and Russia's challenge to US dollars dominance. Imagine a fierce battle on the global financial stage, with two formidable contenders aiming to dethrone the reigning champion, the US dollar. In one corner, we have China and Russia, working tirelessly on a secret plan to launch a brand new payment system that could potentially replace the dollar's dominance. And in the other corner, the US is not backing down, fighting tooth and nail to protect its prized position as the world's leading currency. China and Russia are teaming up to build a new payment infrastructure that could shake the very foundations of the US dollar's global supremacy. Their aim? To offer an alternative that might be just as reliable and powerful as the dollar, and it has the potential to change the rules of the financial game. But the US isn't sitting idle. It's determined to disrupt their alliance and maintain its grip on the throne. This epic financial showdown is all about the future of international trade and who gets to call the shots. Will China and Russia succeed in reducing the dollar's influence and creating a new currency order? Or will the US find a way to weaken its efforts and maintain its dominant position? It's a battle of wits, power, and influence on a global scale, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The world is watching closely as these economic giants clash in their quest for financial supremacy. The outcome of this contest will undoubtedly shape the future of global trade and have a lasting impact on economies worldwide. The deepening friendship between China and Russia, once distant acquaintances, have grown remarkably close over the years, finding common ground and reaping mutual benefits. But this deepening friendship has caught the attention of a formidable opponent, the United States. As China and Russia become buddies, the US can't help but feel a bit of jealousy and concern. Why? Well, their tight-knit bond seems to challenge the US global standing and influence. So, to shake things up and protect its interests, the US has been trying to create discord between these newfound allies. The US has resorted to sanctions and other actions to disrupt their alliance, but China and Russia aren't backing down. Despite the US efforts to drive a wedge between them, their friendship endures and continues to flourish. But how did this unbreakable bond between China and Russia start? Let's rewind the clock a bit. It all started during the Russia-Ukraine conflict when the US slapped sanctions on Russia, leaving it in a tight spot. Feeling the weight of the sanctions, Russia sought solace in the warm embrace of China. Their shared interests and common struggles drew them even closer, sparking the flame of a newfound alliance. As this unique friendship blossomed, they both began to recognize the significance of sticking together. Together, they could challenge the US monopoly and reshape the global power dynamics. It's no wonder the US feels threatened by this emerging alliance, as China and Russia's united front poses a potential challenge to the status quo. But is it even possible to take on the mighty US? After all, the US holds great political leverage and has a long history of protecting its interests, even at the expense of weaker nations. It's like a giant juggernaut that seems almost unstoppable. However, with the emergence of more developed nations like China, the power dynamics are starting to shift. China and Russia are not backing down from this challenge. They are determined to reshape the strong US system and rewrite the rules of the game. But what does this mean for the US? Well, it's got the US feeling a bit uneasy, to say the least. As China and Russia grow stronger together, the US faces the risk of losing its dominant position on the global stage. It's like a strategic game of chess, with each move carrying significant implications. As China and Russia strategize to diminish the US's influence, the world watches closely, curious to see how this power play will unfold. So, what's the plan to end US dollar dominance? China and Russia have hatched a daring plan to diminish the dollar's global influence and pave the way for a new contender. First on their agenda is taking fast and calculated measures to reduce the US dollar's dominance. It's like a delicate chess game, where they strategically move their pieces to shape the foundation of the dollar's supremacy. They've been cleverly reducing their holdings of US dollars and making smart investments in gold, building up their arsenal of financial power. But their masterstroke comes in the form of a secret alliance with other emerging economies, known as BRICS. Together, they're crafting a bold strategy: the creation of a brand new currency that will challenge the US dollar's throne. This new BRICS currency will be like a phoenix rising from the ashes, backed by gold and designed to be the most reliable currency in the international trade arena. And they're not wasting any time. China and Russia are accelerating their efforts to implement the new payment system that will be the lifeblood of their ambitious plan. This cutting-edge technology will revolutionize international trade, making transactions between BRICS nations smoother than ever before. So what are the potential impacts of the new payment system? Well, as the final movement approaches, they've made a surprising addition to their ensemble: the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO Group. This alliance of nations brings more power and harmony to the new payment system. Together, they are like a united force, ready to revolutionize the way international trade is conducted. All eyes are on the upcoming launch date, expected before August 2023. This moment could have a big impact on the US economy. The US dollar has always been the main currency, but now there's a new challenger. People around the world are watching closely to see how this will affect the US economy and what the consequences will be. The real importance lies in the new BRICS currency. It's not just a passing trend, it's a powerful contender. It's backed by gold, making it reliable and stable, and countries all over the world are paying attention. If this new currency becomes popular, it could change how global finance works. Now let's look into some speculations on the US dollar's decline and China-Russia friendship. Some expert observers have raised an interesting point. Could the US dollar's reign be at risk? It's like a high-stakes game of tug-of-war, with factors like economic challenges and political uncertainties tugging at the dollar's position. The US is no stranger to wielding power, but could it be facing a formidable challenge this time around? It's a burning question that has everyone curious about the future of global finance. Meanwhile, the US seems determined to create discord between China and Russia, as if they were trying to drive a wedge between two inseparable friends. But hey, let's face it, that's a tough task. China and Russia have built a strong bond, and no matter what the US throws their way, they continue to thrive. It's like the classic tale of camaraderie versus adversity, and the world is watching with bated breath. And there you have it, guys. But enough from us. We want to hear what you think. Do you believe the US dollar could potentially fall, or will it stand its ground? And what about China and Russia's friendship? Can the US really weaken it, or are they here to stay, hand in hand? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's get the discussion rolling. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more amazing content. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.